a guardianship, hey, does it ever end? Well, some are of a indefinite duration. This person is the guardian for all time. That's obviously subject to future court decisions. Sometimes the court will say, hey, I'm going to make you the guardian, but for a specified duration of time. Sometimes it's 1 year. Sometimes it's 2 years. And I've had a number of those cases, and the person was in a coma, and they came out of a coma. The person had that temporary disorientation based on being dehydrated and having fallen. And within a couple of months, even a couple of weeks, really, they're much better. Guardianship also has to be terminated when the incapacitated person passes away. Sometimes we end a guardianship in New York, but only after we've started a guardianship in another state. I've dealt with Nevada, with Florida, with California. Why? Because a guardianship was prosecuted here, and then one of the adult children lives elsewhere, and they want to move the parent closer to their residence. Well, the court, if the guardianship is still needed, the court won't just terminate that guardianship. The court in New York will want a new guardianship to be established in that county of that state, and then all of the sums of money and this matter will be transferred to other jurisdictions' guardianship. So that sometimes there are guardians that just resign. I recently had a situation where an attorney, after a long and quite marvelous legal practice, retired. She was really a very good attorney, a very good guardian. She was also a court examiner. I think she was a lawyer, 40-something years. Her husband retired 2 years ago. She kept working in this field, and then now she just retired. So a new guardian has to be appointed, or in some of the cases where she was court examiner, a new court examiner has to be appointed. Now, sometimes the court will revisit that situation. Hey, is this person remaining developmentally disabled? Yes, we're continuing the guardianship. Does this person have dementia? Yes, we're continuing it. But maybe that person is differently situated now. But the death of a person does not automatically terminate the guardianship. There will still be a bond. The person has to seek permission to be for the guardianship to be terminated. And the reason for that is the court wants to observe one more time the finances of the individual. This way, they can prevent fraud or any kind of malfeasance on the part of the guardian.